Hey guys, LevelCap here. I just got back from a little vacation and I'm playing some catch up today, and we're gonna get into the Battlelog trailer that DICE has released. There's a lot of little bits of information, so let's get to it. And if you haven't already watched this trailer, the link is in the video description. Go watch it, it's only a few minutes, and then come on back and we'll break it down. Now, as Jesper Nelson said, that this service is not going to be exclusive to the PC only. Any browser-based platform is going to be able to operate Battlelog, but as you'll see here in the bottom left corner, it says a favorite server, so obviously this screen viewing here is on the Xbox. Also in the top center, you'll notice that it shows you what the next map on any server rotation is going to be. Now, you could find this on Battlelog beforehand and look at the whole map rotation, but it was kind of a pain in the butt and it was sort of out of the way. This looks real straightforward, easy, just tells you right up front what the next map is going to be, and in this case it's the Siege of Shanghai on Rush. And as we're scrolling through the menus here, we get a quick little glimpse of the friends list, which seems very elegantly laid out, very easy to just select your friends, see what server they're in, see what they're doing on Battlelog, and see all of their score per minute. You get a nice little basic stat information on them just by essentially mousing over or selecting over using your controller. You'll notice it even has information like if a player is using Battlelog on the computer or Battlelog on a mobile device. So definitely a lot of very specific information about your friends on your friends list. I'm hoping that they remember to still get those good privacy features in there to prevent people from stalking and trolling. Now we've got a nice freeze frame of the Missions tab, which is a brand new tab for Battlefield 4. And it's basically something that friends can do among themselves where they can set up a mission for a group of friends to see who's the best, and the example is given tank destroyer, and I'm sure that can be applied to a lot of different things. Top commander is one of the things here, best squad player, and even community missions, which are listed in the top left there. This community mission listed says take 500,000 dog tags in 48 hours. And I assume that might be on the entire platform, so maybe that's a mission for the entire PC platform or the entire PlayStation platform. That's kind of cool, and it looks like they reward you with a new dog tag if you complete that mission. So they did kind of have that in Battlefield 3, but it wasn't quite as integrated to Battlelog as efficiently. This seems like it's much more straightforward, and it's like, oh hey, by the way, there's big community missions going on all the time that could potentially give you new dog tags. Now, the big info that's creating all the waves is the ability to run Battlelog on second devices like your smartphone, tablet, a PC if you're playing on console. And basically what this allows you to do is monitor not only progression, what your friends are doing, even join a second server while you're playing in your current server, but you can use that second device as a mini-map screen, or not even a mini-map really. It's a full-size screen showing you all the details of the map while you're playing. This is a huge deal because bringing up the map while you're gaming isn't always the best thing to do. You need to be aware of your environment, but the ability to quickly glance over to a second monitor to see a detailed layout of the map is extremely helpful, not only for locating your own squad members, as it shows here in green, your teammates, who has what capture points on the map, where the enemies are located, but also where the vehicles spawn. There's just so many useful abilities to having a big full-size map that you can just glance at whenever you feel like. For me personally, I know this is going to greatly improve my awareness of what's going on the battlefield. Just the ability to see a vehicle spawn and then maybe be taken by a teammate or maybe even an enemy gives you a great knowledge of what's going to be coming at you on the battlefield. A lot of questions revolved around, will you be able to use a second monitor on your main PC to see the minimap, and it has been confirmed that you will be able to do that. You can even use a laptop if you want as your second PC to monitor, if you don't want to have a dual monitor setup for your gaming PC, if you're trying to maximize your frames per second. Also, in case you didn't notice, this little map here is a new map. We haven't seen this one before. It's a snow map. It's very linear. This is a conquest round. You can see the capture points and the spawn points for the US team on the right side there. It goes A, B, C, D, E, all the way through the middle of the map. It looks like a smaller infantry base map based on this topographical view and the size of the infantry there and how fast they're moving through it. So this looks like it could be a really fun map. I like the linear concept of it. There were some linear maps in Bad Company 2 that worked out really well. So I'm looking forward to these new Conquest style layouts, giving us a little bit of variety in how Conquest games are going to play out. Now, a funny little thing that's going to pop up here is we're going to see the iPhone being used to select the player's loadout. They're going to select a gun that looks like the M16, but it says AK-12. Now, if you're watching closely at the E3 livestream, you might have gotten a glimpse of the AK-12 assault rifle. It's basically a AK-74, extremely modernized with a full-length top rail, a lot of rail space, a collapsible stock, a very cool looking AK weapon. Looking forward to using that in Battlefield 4. Now, the next little bit of information I'm going to show you here is something that I'm not sure if it's supposed to represent Battlefield 3 maps or if it's supposed to be the Battlefield 4 maps. We have heard that Caspian Border and Metro may be coming back in Battlefield 4. And this freeze frame kind of confuses me. Now, you'll see the server name in the top center says Team Deathmatch Noshar Canals, but then the map says it's Siege Team Deathmatch. So it's just a server name. It doesn't really confirm anything about Noshar Canals being in Battlefield 4. But when you look down the actual server map list, you'll see that there's a bunch of maps playing on Caspian Border, and at the very bottom you can see the top of the letters for Operation Metro. Again, I'm not quite sure what to make from this freeze frame here, because we see that the servers on the top are playing Siege of Shanghai, and then we see the servers on the bottom playing Caspian Border and Operation Metro. So it could just be a Photoshop mock-up of something, or it could mean that we're getting Caspian Border and Metro in Battlefield 4 for sure. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the new Geo leaderboards. I'll admit I'm not that enthusiastic about leaderboards. I don't really care where I rank with other players in terms of tank skills or helicopter skills, statistically speaking, but it is very cool in that it will allow you to find other players that are geographically close to you. You can find players of similar skill levels. It could be very cool for setting up LAN parties or playing with other players in close proximity to you, because LANing with other players, bringing your computers or consoles over to their house and playing in one area, was a big part of gaming back when I was growing up, and I certainly miss it. It would be very cool if Battlefield 4 facilitated this. Anyway, that's it for the Battlelog trailer breakdown. Feel free to leave information in the comments about information that you may have gleaned from this trailer that I missed, and we can talk about it in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.